Let me grill the raviolis.
Some mozzarella. And they're like doing the hand thing.
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing? We move on to a segment. We have Imperium. They're walking around, heads held high. They're telling anybody who will listen that next week, let me see if I can get it right. Next week, the hang head That was not as good as I can get it, but
He kind of reminds me
they're
of those Italian guys that'll to some Italian speaking word and they just over dramatize it. Like,
yeah.
hey, let me grill the
Some
raviolis.
some mozzarella, and they're like doing the hand thing.
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing?
Like, even though he's obviously German, I felt like he was speaking normally, but then he got to he got more incoherent more he said it. It was great.
And Eichner, he was doing it too. He said, "Don't you know that he had a house?"
Yeah, he actually had some speaking parts. I
Yeah.
didn't know he could talk.
So as they're walking backstage, they come across Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens, and they're talking backstage. Apparently, they're talking about being done with the bloodlines. It's behind them, and you have Kaiser and Eichner. Sorry, that's his old
It's
name.
Vinci.
Giovanni Vinci. They go up to Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, and they try to interrupt. There's a good line from Sami Zayn. He says, "We're in the middle of a conversation. Can you just give us 5 minutes?" And Kaiser says,
May I?
"Don't you know where?" Go ahead.
Okay. So, like you said, Imperium is shouting in everybody's face that Gunther is coming to Raw next week. He's making his debut, which makes Raw must see TV next week. So they get in Zayn and Owens' face and basically say the same thing. Zayn politely asked Imperium to just give them 5 minutes to wrap up their conversation, and then they could talk about whatever they want to talk about with them. And then Vinci says that Imperium does not tolerate disrespect. So then Zayn politely again requests 5 minutes to finish their conversation. Then Kaiser gets in. Oh, we will not be disrespected. So finally, they're just like, okay, well, let's just have a match. And then naturally, the match is set. I just think it's funny that Zayn and Owens are being nothing but polite and respectful, yet the Imperium guys are saying, "Oh, you would not disrespect me by being polite."
Yeah, and then they had the line, "You're disrespecting me. It's like disrespecting Gunther, and you know what happens if you disrespect
Yeah.
Gunther." It did put the thought when they were doing that maybe we get like Gunther versus Kevin Owens. I'm down for that.
It'd be a good match, just in terms of the story, I guess, for lack of a better word.
Well, I'm talking about it'll be hard hitting.
Oh yeah, it'll be hard hitting. Gunther will win though.
Well, yeah. There was this good line when they were talking about we're Imperium, and Sami Zayn's like, "That's great. You'll be Imperium 5 minutes from now. just
Right.
just give us a second. Everything you want to talk about."
What is everybody with henchmen?
Yeah, we're dealing with the bloodline, and now we got to deal with you. But yeah, so they set the match for later tonight, which was it ended up being a good match. I felt like that could be an actual title program that they can run for the tag titles. Maybe they still do, but I felt it was weird that it was just like a random. It's like they were the Viking Raiders.
Yeah, well, and that seems to be a pattern where a team will challenge another team, and then the team that does the challenging loses.
Yeah.
They need to retool Imperium for them to be title contenders in my eyes.
Oh, I think they just need to start winning matches.
Exactly. They need to be more of a threat. Right now they're just goons.
Yeah.
They're like the henchmen that dress up like the Joker.
Yeah. That's just villain 101, I guess. You have your henchmen that never win anything, but they're your henchmen.
The Real Raw. I'm sitting there dying, especially when they're like, "Okay, guys, could you please give us just 5 minutes, and then we'll be more than happy to talk to you. Don't disrespect us."
And then you had Kevin Owens. He was like, "They're still there."
Right.
And then he said,
"Fingers
"They say
in my face. It's really hard to concentrate."
Yeah, and he said, "They say General really funny."